family goes, oh na na na, oh na na na. Come kick it with the Casey's. All that love and all those babies. C-A-S-C-Y. Welcome to their lives. Welcome. C-A-S-C-Y. DJ Envy and Gia, oh oh. It's time to kick it with the Casey's. You're tuned into the Casey crew.
What up, y'all? It's DJ Envy.
And I am Gia Casey.
This is another edition of the KC Crew.
Welcome. Hello, beautiful people. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. This is the last podcast of the year. Next week is Christmas, and then we have New Year's. So we will be back after that. So 2 weeks off, and then we'll be back. But Gia will be giving you guys a cooking show. And what are you guys cooking?
We are going to be cooking escovitch fish and escovitch lobster. Crystal actually just got here. She's sitting right over there. So as soon as we wrap filming this, we're heading over to my kitchen.
Yes. So happy holidays. Before we continue on, what the hell is escovitch? Is that a seasoning?
No, it's a way that you prepare a food, particularly fish, but we've done it with lobster. We've done it with shrimp. It pairs well with seafood. So we're doing red snapper and lobster today.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. So I have a great dinner. You know what happened today, which I was very happy. Today, somebody complimented me on my facial regimen out the blue.
Somebody being just hilarious. He called me at like 5:40 this morning on FaceTime when I was still in La La Land. I still had 20 minutes of sleep left. And you called me to rave about the compliments that he's been getting.
She asked me, she said, hey, she was like, are you doing a new facial regimen? Are you seeing a dermatologist because your face looks so bright and shiny? I'm like, yeah.
Wow.
You know, I just been home doing my damn thing.
Wait, let me see it really quick. Makes me a little bit. You know something? I cannot even front. It's already making a difference.
Yeah, I didn't like it. So first of all, if you ain't got time for a facial regimen, then don't try it, right? Because it takes 20 minutes of your time in the morning and 20 minutes of your time in the evening. And I'm just telling the fellas out there, if you're watching, they say it works. So I'm just going to tell you my experience before we get into the podcast. So Gia gave me all this shit to do, right? First of all, you might as well write it down because there's so much shit. You got to do this shit. Then you got to put this on your eye and you got to pat it like this, right? Because you can't use any other finger but the ring finger because your ring finger is not as strong as your other fingers and you don't want to hurt your eyes. Then you got to put some other stuff on your face that can't get in your eyes because if you get in your eyes, you become blind, right?
You won't become blind, but you can get dry eye syndrome.
Right, whatever that is.
You don't want that.
So Gia put something on my face, right? Now, of course, when we get older, we have wrinkles for some of us, right? I do. Little fine lines. But whatever Gia put on my face after the third day, I swear to God, it made me look like I was 78 years old.
Oh, yeah.
I put on FaceTime, and it happened like in 2 nights. When I say it looked crazy to the point where I was like, what the fuck are you doing in my face?
No. See, you just said it like you were hyphy, like you were tough. When you came to me, you seemed sad and on the verge of tears.
I was.
Like,
I was.
Yo, what the bleep is this? Nah, you were like, you see this?
The shit was fucked up. It was like in 2 days. I went from no problems to this shit looked like a 90-year-old man. Wrinkles all over the face. I'm like, what the fuck?
It wasn't all over. It was just on your forehead.
Whatever. It was all over my face. And yes, I almost cried because I'm like, I don't do the facial regimen. I'm like,
he's
Benz.
a very much, if it ain't broke, don't fix it type of guy.
I'm like Benz. Wash my face, Vaseline, keep it moving. I'm happy, it lasts, it works. Gia wants to put all this retinol and tricetinol and this exfoliator and this vitamin C and this booster. I start putting that shit on my face. My shit start looking crazy, right? My face start looking crazy. I start peeling. My nose is hurting. I'm like, what the fuck are we doing here? So, right? Gia says, well, stop using this, stop using that, and just moisturizer. Now, it seems like it's working. And Gia says, well, it has to get worse before it gets better. That worst part?
So, okay. It's interesting that this is what we're talking about on the podcast.
No, we just...
But let me just give a little clarity so that the fine people aren't confused. There is a skincare ingredient called tretinoin.
Tretinoin. Sounds like something out of
tretinoin.
Gargarians.
It has to be prescribed by your dermatologist. A different version of it long ago used to be called Retin-A. Some of you guys might know about it. It used to be prescribed for people with acne, but over time they realized that it had anti-aging benefits. So now it's prescribed for acne and anti-aging benefits. I remember when I was 30 and I tried to get it, my insurance would not cover it because they said, this girl doesn't have acne, so we're not going to pay for it, because people were trying to kind of skirt, in a sense, and use it for anti-aging benefits. So I just started using it, I don't know, maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago, but it's known as the single best thing that you can put on your skin. The reason is because it's scientifically proven to boost collagen production. And it is the most significant ingredient to do so. Hands down, any dermatologist will tell you, I do tons and tons of research. You guys know, I'm very detail oriented. So I let him use some of my prescription. But it is the last phase of the retinol process, in a sense, because there's retinol, and tretinoin. So to get to tretinoin, you have to go through 2 phases before it becomes active in your skin.
You see how you are right now? That's how I am. So when she's explaining it, she's like, look at this video. What do I tell you? What did I tell you the other day?
I don't want to see the damn video. Just tell me what to do.
I said, do not show me the fucking video. It's boring. Just tell me what I need to do. She's like, no, I want you to explain it. I said, if I'm DJing for you, do you ask what plug does this have to go? You just want to hear the music. Just tell me what I have to fucking do. Gia wants to go. There's retinol 3, and there's tretinoin. The tretinoin goes to the retinol, which is retinol you put in your ass, and your ass goes like, I don't want to hear that.
See, but here's the problem. When you don't watch the video, when you don't listen to my explanation, when you get the result that you don't desire, you want to cry. That is why it's very important to educate yourself, or when your lovely wife is trying to explain to you why tretinoin is the strongest thing and why you're going to go through something called the retinol uglies, you won't be surprised.
I just said, just tell me.
You'll just expect it. But you know something, even knowing, you still would have been scared, because you were very sad that day. Because you were like, this thing gave me wrinkles that I did not have before. And the short answer is because it dries out the skin. So when your skin is dry, so for instance, if you have a wet washcloth and you scrunch it up into a bunch and then you let it go, those wrinkles are going to disappear. But if you take a piece of paper and you crunch it and you open it back up, you can see all those fine lines and all those wrinkles in the paper. So when you're using tretinoin, your skin is dry. And you're going to see all the wrinkles. And that's why the creases in his forehead appeared to be wrinkles when they weren't. It was just dry skin.
Anyway, so I just want to tell you guys, I'm doing my facial regimen. So if you want to compliment me, leave a comment below. It'll help my self-esteem.
Your cheek.
But anyway.
My self-esteem.
But happy holidays. So I just want to tell you guys, if you ever get to New York City, or you get a chance to come to New York and you bring the family, we got a chance to take our kids to see Lion King a couple of days ago. Amazing show. 2 hours long. Every bit of 2 hours is an hour show, then intermission, and another hour.
Wasn't it longer than? I thought it was longer than that. I thought it was more like 2.5 hours.
It did. It didn't start on time. It started 15 minutes late.
No, but I thought that it said that it was like 2.5 hours long. Mm-hmm. Either way.
But the show was amazing. We took our kids. We took everybody from our 23-year-old to the 3-year-old. And everybody enjoyed the show. Everybody loved it. The 3-year-old had a lot of questions, like she always does. But besides that, it was a great show. And I am happy that we are done with the holiday bullshit.
Meaning our trips to the city?
Yes, I'm done with the trips to the city.
No, you're not.
The 2-hour drive.
You think you are, but you're not.
No,
I have something planned next Saturday.
I'm done. So since this is the last podcast of the year, this is something we talk about all the time. New Year's resolutions. What do you
you're just going to go upside my head with New Year's resolutions live on the podcast. You could have prepared me for that before we started.
Well, what is one?
I haven't given it a moment's thought.
Just one.
Strangely.
Just one. I have one for you.
I know. And I'm just going to offer it up as...
I have one for you.
Excuse me. I'm just going to offer it up so that I'm going to save you the trouble.
Okay.
I'm going to save you the trouble. I am going to work on my time management.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to work on my time management.
Everybody back there is laughing because they know it's bullshit.
Nobody's laughing.
Everybody's laughing.
Nobody's laughing. I don't
Crystal's smiling.
I mean, you want them to laugh, but
Escott's laughing.
No.
Everybody's laughing.
No. Nobody's laughing before.
So what does that mean, time management? What does time management mean? Because, all your friends are tired of lying to you. If we got to be somewhere at 7, they're tired of saying 6. Like?
I only have 2 friends that be on time. All of my other friends.
Crystal be on time.
She's
be on time.
Those are the 2. But the rest of our group, No one's on time. Oh, no. We have a new friend that we've added to the group. Her name is Ashley. She's actually a really close friend of Ben's.
She's on time.
Who I adore. No, she's not on time. She's early.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, you need to observe your surroundings. Every single time she's like, I'm always like here, like 15 minutes early, and no one's here. Like at the time that, we said in the group chat. I was like, the time in the group chat is just a suggested time.
No, it's not. So let's talk about you taking accountability, because you are late. So
I'm not taking accountability for the other day.
I'm not saying
I'm taking accountability for
your dogs will holler. Wasn't talking about the other day. I'm talking
just
about
telling
you being late.
I'm just telling you.
I'm
What?
talking about you being late.
What about it?
You just said you're going to try in the new year. So what are you going to try to do? How are you going to change that?
I don't have a lot of confidence in myself. Just, disclaimer, because I feel like this is my New Year's resolution every year. It improved a lot since last year. So I feel as though I'm going to steadily improve. It might take me another 2 years to actually be on time. They say that people, yes, guys, based on how much better I am since last year, I think by, 2026, I'll be like perfectly on time for everything. Yeah? Kind of seems that right.
That is a damn lie.
I think so.
I don't.
Am I not better since last year? Now let's see if you're going to be honest or if you're going to.
See, this
Am I not much better from Benz? Am I much better from last year?
is the thing. You can't talk about better.
She said way better. I'm getting thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Crystal, thumbs up. I am so much better than last year.
See, this is the problem because you encourage it, right? That's like, no, I'm going to be honest.
Oh my God.
I'm going to be honest. If I punch you in the face 9 times,
I'm calling
and I said, look, last year I only punched you 7, that's still bad. If I said, I only punched you 3, that's still bad.
Mm-hmm.
So you being late, just because it's not 3 hours late and now you're 2 hours late, that doesn't make it.
I'm not saying that is the answer. I'm not saying that that's the goal. I'm saying that there was a notable improvement, which means that, this year, okay, I was just joking. I'm not going to wait till 2026. This year, I'm going to make a more concerted effort to be timely. But they say when you have a problem, you have to identify the reason, right? So that you can affect change. I think the reason is, aside from just poor time management skills, which I have to work on in and of itself, but I think it's because I'm too detail-oriented. I'm too thorough. I'm too much of a perfectionist. And I am inherently slow at everything that I do.
I think the problem is the first thing I think you have to do is like an alcoholic. You have to point at yourself. Like you have to say, I am the problem. Repeat after me. I am the problem.
I just said that.
No,
in my own words.
I'm going to tell you why.
I did not blame anybody else, but I was identifying what it is about myself that causes me to be as late as I am. Because like, for instance, if I'm getting the kids ready, and that's another thing where I feel as though there's such a lack of appreciation on your part. I have to get 4 children ready, which means that, thank God, the older ones, they shower themselves, they lotion themselves, they brush their own teeth. I don't have to do those things, but I have to do it for Peyton. And then I have to dress them in a sense, like, go through the clothes, try things on, go through that process. Once we choose it, they dress themselves. But then like, I have to do their hair. I have to make them, and I take a long time. I take a long time to do their hair. I want to make sure that, to me, it's perfect. And I go through the same process with myself. I take incredible care of everything and everyone, and that is time consuming, which means that if I want that effect, I have to start at an earlier point in the day. But sometimes that point in the day doesn't exist because there are other things that happened earlier on in the day, which is what happened the other day, which caused a huge issue. It is true.
That's a lie.
And I have to eat, I have to eat. Rashawn be like, well, just don't eat. No, I have to eat.
That's
I'm not going to starve. I'm not going to suffer.
And I'm going to tell you why it's a lie. I'm going to tell you why it's a lie. And she's like, what does she usually call me? That's that big fat liar.
No, it's a dirty, dirty liar.
Dirty, dirty liar. And I'm going to tell you why. So if we have to leave at, let's say, 5 o'clock, right? The person that wants to be there on time is going to calculate everything and then give themselves an additional 45 minutes to an hour just in case, right?
45 minutes to an hour just in case? That's not the average person.
That's the problem.
No one gives them, everybody's shaking their head. Everybody is shaking their head. Nobody gives themselves an hour buffer to get ready when they're going somewhere.
I'm gonna explain you. I,
on the other hand, may have to, because that just may be what's required of me. But don't make it sound like it's normal.
So now this is the thing. So Gia will have to leave at 4. So let's say it takes her 3 hours to get ready, right? 3 hours. So that means she would have to start at what? 1 o'clock, right? To be ready at 4. An average person, which is still a lot of time. Okay, cool. So now if any of her friends call, she answers the phone.
I'm a good friend.
That's time. That's time that she's not allocated. Then when it's time to get dressed, she has to find her clothes to wear. Find your clothes to wear means more time. Means you should have did it before that 3-hour allotment. That's another problem.
Hold on. Because if we're being fair and we're being honest and we're talking about this problem, right? Is me getting dressed not much harder than anybody else on the planet getting dressed? Why? Because we moved into this house a year ago and my closet has to be built. So my clothes, my shoes, my bags, all my accessories are in boxes. About 200 boxes piled in rows and columns all the way up to the ceiling in this closet that is already existing, the one that doesn't have to be built. So if I need an outfit, I have to figure out in my map of accessories what box is located in. Then I have to call him and Madison to come and help me scale the boxes to get it down and put it down. And God forbid it's up against the wall behind 2 or 3 other rows of boxes. And it's the last box, which is what happened to me the other day. It's awful. So yes, I have to plan ahead of time because when I don't, it takes me an hour just to grab things that I need to wear.
So that means it took 3 hours.
Hold on, right or wrong.
So that means it doesn't take 3 hours, it takes 4 hours. A lot the time, like I said.
Sometimes the time doesn't exist.
If you have, then wake your ass up an hour early. No.
I already get up at 6 a.m.
I already get up at 6. Get up at 5 if you want to be there on time. My point is she doesn't want to be on time. And as you listeners
I don't want to be?
As you listeners can hear, she blames it on anything else, right?
No, I blamed it on myself several times.
She doesn't. I just said 3 hours allotment. Why do I have to give myself a 45-minute allotment?
No, I didn't say that. I did not say that. I said however, on the other hand, may have to give myself that allotment. I said normal people don't have to. I am not normal when it comes to getting ready. I said that. Not only that, I took accountability. So I don't need comments from you guys saying, Gia, you're wrong. Gia, I know I'm wrong. Okay. I'm admitting it. Now, it is my problem, which is why I'm saying it is my New Year's resolution to change. I am the definition of accountability.
So now, an hour to find clothes, 15 minutes to talk to friends, and now a fucking hour.
Logan always calls.
Yeah, he just called me. You see what I do? I send him the voicemail. I didn't give him to.
Well, I, unlike you, love my son.
Well, you don't love to be on time. The third thing, an hour to fucking eat. Who takes an hour to eat?
I take long to do everything.
You know why? Because when you eat, you watch television and you fucking patting your eyes like this the whole time with your facial regimen. Now, if you did it a little faster, we wouldn't have this problem. But now, it takes you 4 hours. No, I'm not rapping, because this is where I feel good. Don't put no rap fucking sign. It takes 4 hours to get ready, and we have to finish this problem. Because you know what it does? It gives me anxiety. And you're not going to learn until I have a heart attack driving to the city to someplace we got to get to. Because now I got to speed. I got to jet. I got to lie and then remember my lie. And this is the fucked up with me lying. This is the problem with me lying. If I said we got to leave at 5 and we really ain't got to leave at 6, that means I got to get ready an hour early. Because if I'm not ready, she gonna be like, oh, he lied to me, so he's not ready. So now I gotta get dressed. So now I'm sitting there in a tuxedo pants and a blazer on, waiting for her, and I know we ain't gonna be there. So now I'm sitting making myself uncomfortable, and I'm tired of it. So what's gonna have to happen is you gonna have to meet me there from now on. That's my New Year's resolution. You're gonna have to fucking meet me there. If you gotta go to a play, a dinner, a party, or whatever.
I actually love it.
You're gonna have to meet me there. Yo, so I'm getting there on time.
I would love to meet you there.
And when they say, where's Gia? I don't know. The other day, salute to Ingrid. Ingrid had a little game night at her crib. We go to the game night. I said, Gia, what time would you like to leave tonight? Gia's like, oh, I want to get there at 8. Okay.
No, I didn't. I said I want to leave at 8.
Okay, my bad. I want to leave at 8. So that means, okay, I take my shower at 8, right? Because I know she's not going to be ready. What time do we leave?
I don't really recall.
Let me ask Benz. Benz, what time do we get there, Benz? 11 o'clock. 11. Now, mind you.
You know why?
Hold on.
I was wrapping presents.
Whatever. You could have wrapped presents the next day. Now, mind you.
I couldn't, because the next day, we had to go to a dance showcase and the Lion King.
She could have wrapped it today. Mind you.
No, because today we're shooting a podcast and the cooking show.
You could wrap it tomorrow.
Tomorrow's.
See? So, like I said, I was ready. I was trying to leave at around 11:30ish. No disrespect, Ingrid, I love you, but you know, a nigga get tired. So, no, we get there at 11. So now if we get there at 11, what time we gotta leave? 2 o'clock. You know I'm tired. I'm the nap king. I get sleepy fast. Bing, 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 I'm tired. So now I'm ready at around 8:30. He is not ready. The whole family's downstairs in the car. Then, and this is the shit that pisses me off. Hold on.
What happened?
Hold on.
Wait, what did you say?
Hold on.
No, I didn't hear what you
I
said.
said the whole family was waiting on you. This is the
Wait,
shit.
who was waiting on me?
Maddie and Andrew. Hold on.
To leave to go.
Yes. Now, this is the shit that pissed me off.
True.
This is the shit that pissed me off with all you women out there, all you, no disrespect, all you bitches out there. This what disrespect. This is what I have a problem with. It takes you 3 hours to get fucking ready. Then I gotta go get my key. How come you not ready? How come you? I just gotta go get my key. I've been waiting on you for 3 hours.
You had 3 hours to get your key.
You gotta wait for me for 60 seconds and now you got an attitude?
You had 3 hours to get your key. When I come downstairs, he's still lingering doing other things.
Because I'm waiting on you the whole time.
Meanwhile, you've been complaining the whole time.
And then she got the word, she got the name.
You think that's encouragement for me to be on time? I think not.
She's sitting on a chair by the door talking about, I've been waiting on you. You've been waiting on me for 30 fucking seconds. I've been waiting on you. I've been waiting. This is why I don't like to be on time. You never on time, motherfucker. You never on. Let's get to the email of the week.
No, hold on. What's your New Year's resolution? Oh, this is going to be good. Go ahead. What's your new soul search for a moment?
New Year's resolutions are something that you need to work on.
Yes. You guys are going to need a little bit of time. Grab a pillow.
There's really nothing
Get comfortable.
I need to work on.
Is this right?
God bless me.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you don't see perfection like this too often.
Oh. I see. Or I don't.
My New Year's resolution is not to be as fly as I always am, and not to be as handsome and cute. I mean, it is. I'm sorry, it's something that just kidding.
Make everyone else feel so less than.
I know.
Apparently,
it is what it is. I mean, when God made me, He said 100% you, 2% you. I mean, I'm sorry.
So now, for being realistic,
I don't have one. What?
What's your New Year's resolution?
I don't have one.
No, you don't have a New Year's resolution? Well, I got time for you to figure one out. Y'all got time?
Benz, is there anything that I need to change? Ben says patience. I ain't got patience for nobody. I ain't gonna care. That's never gonna change. Y'all motherfuckers is crazy. So I ain't got patience for you. Ben's definitely not Estai.
He's like, how I catch this stray?
No, I ain't got patience for you either. I ain't got patience for nobody.
Go ahead. What's your New Year's resolution?
I don't know. What do I need to change? You told me.
No, I
told you what you did.
No, you didn't. I offered that up. I offered that up.
I said it before you offered it up.
No, you didn't. You didn't. I offered it up. You asked me and I answered. What do you seriously think that you need to change for the new year?
I could be moody.
That's all you got?
That's all I got.
All you got is that you can be moody?
Yeah. Well, so you tell me.
No, I don't want to tell you. I want you to find it within.
All I can think is moody. I'm a moody person.
That's it? Just the fact that you're moody?
That's all I could think of. The only thing Ben could think of was patience. So I don't know.
That's not the only thing she could think of. That's just what she said.
Esther, do you have one?
He said, be nicer to Esther.
That ain't gonna happen.
Esther, do you have another
Maybe that's 2026.
thing that you think that he can afford some improvement upon? What? Okay, realistically.
My friends seem to love me. They don't think there's anything that I need to change. You have it?
I do think that you're moody. I think you need to manage your mood. And I think that sometimes you can be sometimey.
That's part of my moodiness.
No, moodiness in the way that I look at it refers to like the wind blew you the wrong way that day and you have an attitude and you hold on to that attitude. I think that sometimes you're sometimey, meaning you're hella nice and sweet and lovable and all the good things when you feel like it, which is most of the time, which is 90% of the time. But then there's 10% of the time where for some reason you don't feel like being that lovable person and you're not.
I would say that's moody.
No, moody means that something kind of set you off. You know, like something kind of changed your mood. You know what I mean? With him, it's more so a bad reaction to something light. It's like more of like an overreaction, and it sends him off in the wrong direction, and he takes it too far.
I disagree. See, I feel like there's certain things that bother me that I don't like. And when I don't like it, it makes anybody react that way. I'm not a person that can easily forgive until I get over what I have to forgive, even if it's something small. Like, for instance, we had a conversation before about Logan, right? And with Logan asked for so much all the time, and he wanted to get a raise in his allowance, right?
Okay.
So I've been, holding Logan down as far as how much he could get, how much he could spend, and what he could do. Logan is living his best life in Miami right now. When I say best life, he FaceTimes me at 3 o'clock in the morning. He's doing whatever he wants. His grades are good. He's playing football. He's whatever.
He got 103 on one of his finals.
Sure did. But now when Logan wants something, he'll call mom. Hey, mom, can I get can you upfront me $200 the next month? Mommy, sure, Logan. All of a sudden, I see $200 sent out to the account. Now, we already had a discussion about Logan and Logan spending. So I will feel away like, damn, you ain't tell me? Like, you just doing it and not saying shit to me? So it pisses me off. So I will be moody. Say I'm wrong.
That's not moody, because that's not because of your mood. Just like I said, that is your overreaction to something that irritated you at the time.
That's not moody?
That's not moody.
All right, so
that's just you being upset about something.
So give me an example.
Moody is, yes, that's a short fuse.
I do have a short fuse.
That's what that is. That's what I'm talking about. Moody is you didn't get enough sleep last night, so you woke up with an attitude, and everything that anyone does throughout that day inspires a bad response from you. That's moody.
Okay.
I'm not talking, you're both. You have a short fuse and you're moody. Moody.
Moody?
I corrected myself. Moody.
Okay. Well, if I have a short fuse and I'm a little moody, I will smoke more weed in the new year so it calms me down.
Listen.
See? I just gave me a thumbs up. You like that?
Whatever gets you to that.
No, I'm serious. If I know I have a short fuse.
You got a short what? Fuse?
Fuse.
You got a short
I know I have a short fuse. And I know I am moody. That's a moody.
That's karma. That was karma acting in real time.
I made fun of you. Only because I made fun of you.
Exactly.
So I will work on my moodiness. It is difficult because it's when you deal with so much in life, stress, kids, work, play, this, that, not having enough time to sleep, doing everything you do, I do get a little moody. And I do have a short fuse. I always tell people the best thing about Gia, one of the best things about Gia is not her beauty, not her brain, but her patience, right? Of course, she has beauty and brain, but her patience is like no other because I've never seen that type of patience, right? Meaning she could sit there and talk to the kids for 12 hours straight. And whether she's listening or not, she could act like she's listening and she'll sit there through the whole conversation. Me, I'm not that. Why are you laughing?
A couple of instances where you were trying to rush the kids along. Like, so how'd it end? So what happened in the end?
It's just, London, like, what happened at the fight? Like, I don't need to know. Oh, this one was, and they walked back each other, and they looked at each other, and they was wearing green.
So ultimately, what happened?
What happened? Who got beat up? That is what it is. I don't have patience, and I'm trying to get that patience, right? And this is what made me realize that I have no patience. Jackson was in my room the other day, and Gia said, what the fuck did you say? I don't know what it was. She was like, oh, she's in a movie that I love, right? It was an actress that she was talking about. And Gia was like, oh, she's in a movie that I love. We were just talking about the actress. I was like, oh, okay. And Jackson made me feel bad. Because Jackson was like, really? Well, what movie was it? What was the movie about?
That sounds dying because it sounds just like Jackson.
And I'm sitting there like, shut the fuck up. Like, just that ever. And then it made me feel bad because I'm like, damn, he's more interested. It's not even being more interested.
Yes, you said it. he is more interested. Yes, go ahead. Than I am.
It's not a matter of that. He's more interested in the details, where I just want the meat and potatoes. The same reason why Gia wanted me to watch those videos on the facial regimen, right? I didn't want to watch. I said, you do that. You just tell me what I have to do. I don't want to know anything. Just tell me the meat and potatoes. That's how I am with life, and that's not a good thing, right? It's not a good thing because even if you have to
stop and smell the roses.
And not only that is you have to learn some things. I spent a majority of my life doing everything, like doing, paying my own bills and doing this and doing that, and doing this and doing that. So when you have people around you, sometimes I don't care. Like I'll tell Mercedes.
Wait, that's just a moment. Can y'all let that sink in? Sometimes he just doesn't care.
It's the truth. Like Mercedes, book my flight. Mercedes would be like, I was on the phone for 3 hours. I had to say this. No disrespect. I don't care. Did you get the flight? We good? It is what it is. That's just who I am. Same thing with Gia. It's, hey, I don't want to watch a facial regimen video. You watch 19,000 of them. You know what you should be talking about. What should I do? Well, no, you have to watch this one. And now I'm forced to watch something I don't want to watch because I really don't want to watch the shit. What do I have to do? Use this, use that. That's who I am. I have no patience. Yes, Mercedes. Mercedes give me thumbs down. She says that appreciation will go a long way. I appreciate you. I do. I appreciate you. But when it comes to the thing, like even with
what I deal with?
Even with Estad,
hold on.
I don't care about.
Wait, hold on. Mercedes is saying something.
She says half the arguments is about appreciation. That's bullshit.
I don't feel appreciated all the time.
See, now, I'm going to tell y'all this. I don't want y'all to take this the wrong way.
Am I in y'all?
Hmm?
Am I in y'all? Who's y'all?
Yes, all y'all.
Okay,
all y'all.
Go ahead.
Right? This is going to sound crazy. This one's not for you, so cut yourself off. But it is for you.
Hold on, is it for me or is it not for me?
It is for you. We all have a job in this world, right? We all have a job. If you do your job, you do your job, right? Nobody says, you did your job, I appreciate you. No, you did your fucking job, right? I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you.
You about to be in trouble by...
I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you. We'll start with Benz. If Benz is on the phone for 3 hours and she's on the phone with Delta, thank you. There's no extra thank you for being on the phone for 3 hours. Same thing with Estad. Estad, if he's here to film a 2 hour podcast, he does a 2 hour podcast. Thank you. Like this is their job. If I DJ a party and I kill it, I don't get a tip and somebody puts $10 in my pocket. And no, I did my fucking job. But I get on the radio and I do a good show. Nobody says, good show today. No, I did my fucking job. We all have a job. We all do it.
So what's my bleeping job? Because I wasn't exempt, right?
You have a bunch of jobs.
Yeah, I want to know.
You're a housewife. You take care of the kids. You do everything in this crib. You're my everything. You do your job. So for me, I do my job. But this is the. But this.
Yes. So let me explain what Ben's just said because she doesn't have a mic. She said that if you have basically, I'm going to put it in my own words. If you basically just have a thank you attitude, then people are more encouraged to give you the bare minimum. They're not encouraged to go above and beyond. What do you have to say to that?
Perfect example. I bust my ass whether you give me a compliment or not. I do it for myself because I want to see how far I can go. If I make $100,000 a year or $30 million a year, I don't do it from the compliments of Ben's, Estad, or yourself. I do it because I push myself to do it. Because I want to do it for myself and my family. I don't do it for a compliment. Now, compliments are nice like anything else, but I don't do it for that. I do it for myself. I don't do it for somebody to be like, great job. I don't do it for somebody to say good job. And you know how I feel about compliments. When somebody gives me a compliment, good.
Yeah, he's very weird with compliments.
And the reason is I just do it to do it.
This is true.
I don't ever do it for somebody to tell me you did it. If we sell out a car show,
that's true about
we
you.
do this, or we do a podcast and it gets this number, I don't do it because I'm like, look at this. No, I do it and then I always think to myself, how can I top the next one? I don't do it for the acceptance. I don't do it for the this. I don't.
So let me speak on that. That's very true about you. And he's very weird when it comes to compliments. Anytime I pay him a compliment about anything, he gets very squeamish and uncomfortable. He's uncomfortable with compliments. So I agree that you shouldn't do your best or be the best you that you can be based on the praise of others. But praise does go a long way.
Right.
Or appreciation, showing appreciation does go a long way. And it does make people want to continue on that track to be better and better and better. You understand?
I do and I don't.
Okay.
Because
we're human beings.
we are.
We're all human beings.
We are human beings, but we have to do it for a bigger cause, not for the acceptance of other people or the praise of other people.
Not for. I drew that line.
Well,
I drew that
praise,
line.
right? So
not to get praise. All I'm saying is what you said is true. I agree with you 1,000%. At the same time, showing appreciation goes a long way.
It does.
Just a little pat on the back to say, hey, good job with that. Or I really like when Estat does the podcast, then for instance, if you guys watched the last podcast, I made a joke about what I thought was an Eddie Murphy comedy show that I saw a long time ago. And it wasn't, the joke that I made wasn't actually Eddie Murphy, it was Martin Lawrence, right? So Estat took it upon himself to put the clip in the podcast. It was a good edit. He popped it in and he put some text that said it's actually Martin Lawrence, whatever. So I texted him afterward, like, good job with that. I appreciate you putting that in. It is his job. It is his job. He's supposed to make the podcast as great as he possibly can, do all the edits, provide as much visual information that he can for our viewers. That is his job. But I go out of my way to say thank you, because a thank you and a little pat on the back goes a long way. It lets people know that their efforts are seen and appreciated.
Right. I agree.
And he just said, and that made my day.
Well, hold on. But this is the thing where I guess I'm going to stop, right?
But you see what I mean?
I do, but I don't agree with you. I'm going to tell you why. I don't feel like I have to say, Benz, you did a good job today. I don't feel like I have to say, Estat, you did a good job.
You don't have to.
Hold on. I don't feel like I have to see. I show my support and how I feel different ways, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tell you why. The other day, I get in Estat's car. Estat did a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
His car was on negative empty, right?
Negative empty.
It was on negative empty.
Uh-huh.
I drove his car to get gas, didn't say nothing, and brought his car back, right? Yeah. That was my way of saying.
He said, and that made my day too.
But that's my way of saying thank you.
Okay, can I?
Let me finish.
Okay.
But that's my way of appreciation.
You know what that's called?
What?
A love language.
Right. But Ben's, right?
Mm-hmm.
I go to the office. I'm at the office in the summertime. Ben's car is so filthy, like it was disgusting. I hand washed her car.
Mm-hmm.
Hand washed. Did I not? Or did I hand wash her car? Hand washed her car.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't charge her what everybody charged. I said, Ben's, here you go. Right? When she comes to the office, right?
Mm-hmm.
A majority of the time when I order food, I order Ben's food.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's because I appreciate her.
Right.
Now, I don't say, hey, you was on the phone for 3 hours. Oh my gosh, you are the bomb. I don't do that. Well, shit, if I order some food, yo, Benz, what you want? You want lobster? You want so-and-so? Okay, here, I get that for you. That's the way I say thank you.
Yes.
Estat smokes, right? Estat, you want some weed? Here you go. Those weed is what, $80, $90, $100, $50? Here you go. That's my way of doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You have a good night in bed? I go, Chanel, hey, how you doing? Can you send us a bag right away?
Y'all know how many Chanel bags I have?
See you go. But that's my way of telling, right? You're sleeping, I wake you up with breakfast. That's my way of saying I appreciate you. If I go get myself a car or get myself something, I bring you back something. And that you don't even want, you don't even expect. Right? That's my way of saying thank you. Mm-hmm. Every Sunday when I cook for the kids and I cook for you and I make the meals that you love, that's me saying, I love you, thank you. Mm-hmm. Because I don't say, hey, you spent 3 hours on the phone. Hey, you decorated the house amazing. Hey, you put all the kids in the matching outfits and the hair match, this, that, and the other. I'm not that person. I'm the person to be like, damn, our baby worked hard. I'm tired as hell, but I'm going to get up early and make sure she's straight. I'm gonna get up early and make sure she has food and this, that, and the other, yada, yada. That's my way of saying thank you. We all don't say thank you the same way.
Yes. So you are, I can show you better than I can tell you.
Correct.
Is a person. Like you are that person. Like you will definitely show everyone better than you can tell them because you're not as expressive with your words to others. You're very expressive with your words to me though. So I do feel lucky that I get the extensions of your generosity and grace and appreciation in those ways, as well as the words, because you're very, 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 very expressive with your words. I mean, you even said the other day, what did you say to me? He said to me, I don't think that there's any man that tells his wife that he loves her or how beautiful she is as much as I do. And I was like, you know what? I think you're right. I think you're right. Like you're very, very expressive with your words. So I appreciate that. And I'm not saying that you don't appreciate me as a whole. Sometimes, like when we went to the Lion King, earlier that day, the girls had a dance showcase. They had to be at the dance showcase at 11 o'clock. I had to get them ready, hair, makeup, outfits, their dance bag, like everything packed out the door. I had to come back. I had a bunch of things that I had to do personally. We had to be back for the showcase at 2 o'clock to watch them perform, 2 to 3:30. We had to come back home. We're back home by like 3:45. And then we're supposed to be out the door, dressed, changed, ready, makeup off, all of that stuff with the girls, Peyton ready, everything by 4:30. Kind of impossible. And he was not happy that we were not out the door at 4:30. We were out the door at 4:50 and we were early for the show. So that was a thing. That day, I didn't feel that you appreciated all of the work that I had to do with the girls, with the family, getting everyone ready, getting everyone beautiful, getting everyone well presented, and having to do the same thing for myself to get out the door by 4:50. I feel like I didn't have that appreciation. So when I say that sometimes you don't appreciate me, it's not me as a whole. I'm just saying certain instances, especially as it pertains to time, I feel like you don't appreciate all that it takes to get that result. Because while I'm doing all of that, you take a 10-minute shower and then you're laying on the bed or laying in the couch watching football, chilling. No responsibilities. I wish that that was my case when we all have to go out. And we got a lot as a family. We got a lot, So
Yeah,
doing all that,
But if we have
it
time
does take a lot.
constraints, I feel like then you make yourself available a little extra so we don't have that. Because now you put me in a time constraint where I'm jetting to the city. I got to find parking. I drop y'all off in the front. Y'all go inside. Now I got to find parking. I got to see where I'm going to park. The parking lot is 20 minutes away. So I can't park at that 20-minute slot. I'm just throwing the car places. I'm just trying to figure it out. Then we brought Peyton to the Lion King. She's 4. She's 3. She's supposed to be 4. So I'm like, damn, we're going to have a problem with that.
No, not really. You're supposed to be 2. They recommend 6 and over.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Right.
You should be 2. Peyton is 3 years old. So it was fine that she was there. They just recommend 6 and over.
So we don't have enough time. The tickets are a will call. It's not giving us enough time. When I say we're playing by seconds, we're playing by seconds. There's an accident on the way. Fucked up accident, right?
Oh, did you see what it was? I saw it today.
No.
What it was, someone entered Route 4. So we live in New Jersey, and someone entered Route 4
the wrong way.
And there was a 4-car crash. It looked really bad. Airbags out, cars spun around, one car all the way up on one of the dividers. A pole was down, like really bad. Nobody died.
Oh, thank God.
And no life-threatening injuries. I saw it on my news break.
Thank God. So when it comes to jetting, Gia does not jet because, in my opinion, she doesn't know the law of the land. She doesn't know that it usually takes 35 minutes to get to the city. Well, holidays, it could take 1 hour and 40. Then where we're going in the city is extra long. It's in the middle of Times Square. There's so many people there. I got to find parking. Then we got to walk through the cold. She doesn't calculate that, and I do. So I want to give ourselves enough time so we're not rushing. The kids could go to the bathroom. They could get a snack to eat. We're not trying to run in there and get the stuff fast. That's my whole point. So when I'm pushing you and I'm pressuring you, it's because I don't want to be jetting down the highway.
And I appreciate that. I appreciate the stress that comes along with someone who is not timely. I appreciate that. In this situation, I do think that it was an exception to what typically aggravates you, because it was a lot on me that day and we had things earlier in the day. So I couldn't have made that time.
Well, I'm
up.
sorry for being moody. I apologize.
You weren't moody. You had a short fuse.
I'm sorry for having a short
I'm
sorry for having a short fuse.
And just so you know, we're starting this podcast as not friends. Like, we were not friends when we sat down in these chairs
Nope.
today. I didn't speak to him when he came downstairs to do the podcast. I didn't say hello, and I didn't give him he came over to kiss, and I let him kiss me on the cheek because I was upset. But you apologize?
I do.
Okay. What? I don't think it's but I will say I appreciate what comes along with having to deal with someone who's not timely.
No,
So I know
I'll
that
make sure I do better and not be late.
the whole first segment was me saying that.
I
God,
apologize.
You really know how to beat a dead horse, don't you?
Say it to me.
What do you want me to say?
What I want,
I apologize
for what?
for my lack of timeliness and the stress that comes along
How it
with
made me feel.
having to wait and how it made you feel.
Jesus. You see all the stuff we got to do to get
Did I not say it for 20 minutes in the beginning though, y'all?
All right. And this portion of the Casey Crew podcast is brought to you by Azuna. Let's go to the video. What up, y'all? It's DJ Envy. Are you a dad like me? You take your kids everywhere. You feel like a Lyft or Uber driver, and they use your car for everything, even changing. And sometimes your car might smell a little crazy. When I'm talking change, I'm talking about cleats. I'm talking jerseys. I'm talking food. I'm talking tap shoes. Well, if you want your car to smell clean, use Azuna. Now, Azuna Odor Freshener will not just make your car smell clean, it fights the problem. It gets to the root of everything. And you ain't got to worry about it wasting after time because they have refills as well. Hello. So make sure you check out Azuna. Go to Azuna Fresh on Instagram or Amazon and order your Azuna now. Salute to our friends over at Azuna, all right? Now, in the new year, we'll be answering more emails, so you can always email us, thecaseycrew@gmail.com. That's THEE, caseycrew@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you guys. Do you have New Year's resolutions? Do you have questions? I know somebody sent us an email that said, help, I can't shit around my man. You can go back. We did 2 podcasts on that, actually. Bagia talks about being comfortable and how she was at first. Just check out the last couple of podcasts. I think it was about, you could just check from the titles because you could definitely see what that was. And don't forget to check out Gia's cooking show. The first one did extremely well, so we appreciate all you guys for checking in. It was learning how to make oxtail. This one is escovitch fish and escovitch lobster.
Yeah, escovitch, red snapper, and lobster.
And I love when she cooks because I have a great meal at night.
Everybody in this house can eat tonight.
Well, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's to you and yours. We appreciate all the support. We see every comment. We see every email. We see everything that you guys put online, the DMs and all that. We just want to say thank you and enjoy the holidays. Kiss your babies, kiss your parents, kiss your family, and we'll see you in the new year. All right? I'm DJ Envy.
And I am Gia Casey.
And that was another edition of the Casey Crew.
Doodles.